Hi, my name's Poetic Sniper. I'm a gamer, a Twitcher, streamer, poet, artist sometimes. I'm going to be obviously putting up my Twitch stuff eventually, but I just wanted to let you know a little bit about my last year just to get it out my head and on paper. It all started with couldn't afford my house, so moved in with a boyfriend. My daughter moved in with her friends and her sister's friends, which she has come on leaps and bounds. That's the best thing she's ever done, to be fair. But it was a sad process too, because I had to lose everything. I only managed to take, I think it was in 3 trips, 7 bags worth of my property. I had to pay a man with a van to take everything else to the tip or give it to people. The worst thing I had to do was give up my 2 cats. Well, one of them was my daughter's, but I fed them, I done the litter. But she did love them, honestly, she did. I had this lovely tortoise, she was called Flash. She would come and sleep beside me at night, cuddle into me, knew when I was down. Then along came Klaus, very mischievous. He got his name from a character from Originals called Nicholas. Emily named him that. Whereas Flash, because she was a tortoise, she had this wee tiny little flashy lightning going up her head, and Ginger, so that's why she got her name. So they went to the cat protection. Luckily, they got put together. That was brilliant. I would have hated for them to be torn apart. Then lockdown started. Money from my job and that started to run out. Went on the job centre. They told me I couldn't look for work because of my fibromyalgia, which gives me fibrofog, pain in my arms, back, legs, lots of different things at different times, and I've been having ladies' issues. So things looked like they were going well, and the boyfriend decided he wasn't happy because I couldn't go and get a job. But the job centre told me to not to, I was to shelter. Not my choice. Then he complained that we couldn't do things like what you're supposed to do in a relationship. Not my fault either. We're looking into that with the doctor. Don't know what it is yet. I mean, my mum and dad managed a 12 to 14-year relationship without all that stuff. But no, that wasn't good enough. But things came to an end. He said something that just wound me up too far. So I put a wee postie on Facebook, as people do, and my daughters came to my rescue. They came to his house, and my 7 bags, me and my daughters went back to where they live. But that was as the awesomest thing they've ever done, but that house was too small. So I went to homeless unit, went to hotel, that was fine. Did feel down at times, nothing much. Legs and back got worse, got moved into a temp accommodation. Finally decided to see the doctor, got put on medication. Still don't know what's wrong with me. But in between all that, I started gaining weight. Comfort eating, that's what I like to do. I can't help it. And I can lose weight. I've lost 3.5 stone before. But we get to the point where the pain was getting worse and nothing was helping. So the doctor put me on depression tablets. And then I got my proper house, which is starting to look not bad. Lockdown got worse. Couldn't see my mum. And then all of a sudden I'm playing one of my streaming games and my auntie's phoning me and I'm like, that's not like her. And she phoned again. Then my cousin phoned me and then I was like, oh no. So I answered the phone to my auntie and I could hear a cackle in her voice. I'm like, did I tell me? She says I have to, so she had to tell me that my mum had suddenly passed away. I dropped the phone, I screamed. Luckily my daughter came round and she made me concentrate on her cold hand against my cheek because I was hyperventilating, I was going mental. Lockdown made things extremely hard. My auntie, honestly, we haven't got on all the time, but she's helped so much. We got the funeral sorted. We've got half the death certificate. We're still waiting on like tests and stuff to be done. Lockdown, can't do nothing about that either. We finally got to the funeral. I tried to stay as strong as I could, follow my mum's rules, but nope, I broke down in between Elvis How Great They Are, couldn't help myself. Then we gets home and lockdown gets even worse. Nobody's allowed to go anywhere. So it's now 3 months, nearly 3 months since we got her cremated. Still not had her ashes. We're having issues with trying to get a hold of her other stuff, which is I can't go into because that's to do with the family and stuff, and it's just no right. But I miss her like mad. Luckily, in between all of this, the reason I started streaming games was because my son was like, "It's lockdown. You need to talk to us all, not just by phone." And he said he knew I was playing Fortnite in the ex's house on his Switch. So he sent me his Xbox One. That's how the Twitch got started, because he said, "Why don't you try streaming?" I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it did. And we've all been playing Fortnite, Overwatch, stuff like that. My streamer name, by the way, is Poetic Sniper, Twitch TV. I try and stream roughly 2 to 3 hours a day, but I separate it. All different games, because I've got different moods because of my fibro, my depression, which I explained on one of my streams. I can't help it. People I know like to try and stick to 2 games. I can't do it. So there's 6 games, each for like moods that I'm going through. But I'm going to an art course and I'm making a gaming studio, to be fair, to do the streaming better. It's going to be steampunk. But in between all of this, more issues with the family stuff, about money and stuff, and I kind of go into it, but I started to feel more depressed, very low. My eating's gone up the valley. It's like 1 minute I'm hungry, then I'm not sleeping very well. I miss my mum to pieces. I will admit that the other week there I had a good 4 days where I felt suicidal. I was very low. I came out of it the other end. I think maybe it was because Mother's Day was a couple of weeks before that. I don't know, but the last few days I've been getting these weird dreams. I won't call them nightmares. It's like a repressed memory trying to come through, and I'm more scared that the memory's going to come through rather than staying behind where it's meant to be. Because repressed memories get repressed to protect you. They're not there to make you feel worse. But it's just a weird feeling. It's scary, but I wouldn't call it a nightmare. It's like, you know that feeling when your heart skips a beat and you think, I've left the tap on in the bath. Better go and turn it off kind of thing. It's like a jumpy, whitey feeling. That's the reason I get that kind of feeling when I play Phasmo. Well, I've tried playing Phasmo. My stomach can't take it, even though I can play Dead by Daylight. But or maybe another way to put it is when you go on a roller coaster and your stomach goes kaploom. It's that kind of feeling, but it's not a nightmare. It's more, I don't know, I'm just not sleeping very well. 4 or 5 hours is not good, especially with fibromyalgia. My legs are in agony, my back's really bad. Sometimes I can't even make it out to the corner shop. The now job centre signed me off for a while. Feel like actually phoning the doctor and asking her to up my tablets for my depression. Streamed Fortnite the night for a couple of hours. It's like nearly 2 a.m. in the morning and I am not tired. I am very untired when I should be sleeping. I'm scared to put myself out there again and look for somebody because I worry they're not going to be able to understand my fibromyalgia. I'm worried they're not going to understand my ladies' issues that I'm going through. I'm worried that they're not going to be able to love me the way I am, because some days you can't even do that to my arms and they're sore. Other days it's fine. It's like we get these forms called tactile allodynia. So some days I can't even wear a bra, to be fair. I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but that is the way I feel sometimes. Doctor wants me to lose weight, which I'm finding hard because 1, good food for you is expensive. 2, can't exercise because I'm sore. 3, sometimes I can't get out to the shops, so when I'm ordering stuff like Asda's, Morrison's, it's coming in, but you have to use it within the next day, and that's not saving me any money because I don't have a big enough freezer to like cook stuff and freeze it all. So I'm just wanted to tell you a wee bit about the year I've had, kind of, just to let you know that there will be procrastinations. The YouTube videos won't come in thick and fast, but I'm hoping to eventually get some of the Twitch videos up. Maybe even a possible couple of TikToks up. I am on TikTok as Skyhawk Annie. The games I like to play at the moment are Ooblets. It's a cutesy game. Then you've got Warframe, which is a fighter. She is like a robotic type lady fighter. Dead by Daylight, I play Killer or Survivor. Never ever thought I'd play Killer, but it's fun. Then there's Torchlight 3. I skipped from Torchlight 1 straight to Torchlight 3, but you get better pets with your character when you're going out killing people and stuff. Overwatch, I like it because it's steampunky and the characters are funny. Fortnite, I've been playing it for nearly 2 odd years, and I can play with my kids. They're not kids, they're adults, but we play the game. Then there's, what's the other one called? See, this is where the Fiberfog comes in. I can't remember it now. Sometimes play Paladins, which is similar to Overwatch. I'm trying to think now. Oh, I'm trying to learn Jurassic Park Evolution as well. That's not going very easily. But yeah, we're all on streams in some sorts, online stuff. Just try to keep the family as close to possible. I don't know what type videos will go up eventually, but I do procrastinate, and I do write poems and when they come to my head. And I do art, but so far nothing arty has come to my head. I am doing diamond art, which is quite fun, sticking wee diamonds onto patterns. I'm hoping to get a kitten eventually soon. My mum was a big fan of Elvis and Bowie, so I want to get a female kitten and call it Elvie. Because Bowie sounds more like a dog's name. But then now it's like I've not got money to go out and pay £50 to £150 for a cat, and then buy all the accessories you need for it. So it's just we're just going to have to take one thing at a time. I have the computer desk so far, which I managed to make myself, which I'm quite proud of. Ignore the mess behind it. I can't use the chair that comes with it because it says that it's got a maximum capacity and I'm too heavy for it. But I'm getting a comfy chair in a couple of weeks' time. I want to be right back on it now, because it's only an Xbox I'm using with my phone, so I've not got a laptop sorted yet, but I will do. Then I'll get OBS and sound alerts and stuff and try and make it more interesting for people. But yeah, I hope you can all follow me. Poetic Sniper, Twitch, TV. My daughters and other streamers that I love are Tardy Birdie, Cheska Doodles, Beerwolf, Emerald Hollow, or Emerald_Hollow on YouTube, stroke TikTok. But yeah, if you want a message, leave a comment. I know I'm babbling a wee bit, but it's my first ever video. The one good thing I can think about is that my mum and my dad are together. I mean, he was my stepdad, but to me, he was my dad. He's been there for me more than the other one, to be fair. And I think they're now. I feel like they're now together, and I'm going to get a tattoo eventually to commemorate them being together again. But yeah, I hope you follow me, like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, good night, and good afternoon wherever you are. Ta ta.